Little fairy, what you doing?
Throwing potatoes out.
Throwing potatoes?
No, I'm playing.
You done one already.
Yes, I done that. Yellow ones. You kind go.
Well, we called them
Yellow potatoes.
butter potatoes.
Yep. Yep.
Now we got our red potatoes.
I know we do.
Where their fancy name is?
They're red. I don't know.
What's that thing? We just called them red potatoes.
That's right.
No, Fairy, you're late planting your potatoes.
I am. We all got.
It's not Valentine's Day, and where's Grant Mud? She's supposed to do potatoes.
Yes, she is. Right now, I'm just putting them in there to try to space them out. But you got to turn them all with the skin side, the cut side down.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So. But anyhow, we took our gardens from last year. Let me sit down over here. I'm tired.
She's tired. She's tired.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, much better. Like we said, we already got this bed done. We take and we turn it under, or over, whatever you want to call it. And then you go in through and you break up all the big clumps, and then we put our rabbit poop in there for fertilize and our hay.
And then you take the hay off,
Yes,
and then you put the hay back on.
yes you do. Put the hay back on. That's help.
Because you want your rabbit poo to stay in.
Yes, that's the hay is help to keep the moisture in through beds.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, you go find your potatoes if you can find them this year. We had a hard time finding them. And then you take your potato and you cut the little eye off. You leave some meat and you cut the little eye out, and that's what grows. And the meat of the potato helps give it vitamins so it can grow better. And then you plant your potatoes about 4 to 6 inches deep and about a foot apart. The rows about a foot apart, excuse me. And you cover it back up about 4 to 6 inches of dirt on top of it. Oh, and we took and we put some, I think I had 13-13 fertilized. I prefer 10-10-10, but we already had, and we used what we have. And we got the rabbit poop in there and chicken poop in there for fertilize this year.
Okay, she called Susan and cleaned her little area.
I did, yes. What a farm dog, right?
And she's a little farm dog, but she thinks she's a big thing.
She does. But anyhow, we're going to have the yellow ones there, Yukon Gold, and the red, I think it's called Pony Red.
That thing.
And then we're just going to have the russet potatoes over there in that one. And Brian's over there pulling up the collards and the cabbage that the cabbage bugs didn't eat. Cabbage pillar. And over here we got onions, and Susan's going to plant her carrots.
Yes, beside the onions.
Yes, on the other half of the bed with the onions.
Yep. Okay, let's get back to work.
Okay.
She told me to go back and till that with a pitchfork. I'm gonna go do that now.
we've got those two. Get out of there.
He says, but Mama, it's cool here.
I know. But anyhow, Susan took the pitchfork and turned it all over under. And now we're taking and I'm trying to get all the big big lumps out and break them up. But you know, truthfully be known, I just like playing in the dirt. I think, as Colton and Kane says, I think playing in the dirt is so satisfying.
Sure.
And I'm getting all the grass out from last year.
In the tree. Because acorns falls.
Yeah. But yeah, we got to take it and go through it all and get all the dead stuff out of it. The grass and stuff, because we don't want the grass to grow back. But yeah, and stuff like this will make it fertilized. It'll break down and become compost over the time. Seems like the job on the farm is never done.
No.
So this right here is from last year where we planted rutabagas.
Nasty.
Yummy.
Throw up.
Good stuff.
No, it smells like throw up when you cook it.
No. Good stuff. And also, potatoes like soft ground. So we're trying to make sure we loosen up the dirt and stuff so it'll all be soft. It's spring and it's summertime, and it's probably already 80 degrees out here. We all getting tired
And hungry.
and hungry.
Well,
But anyhow, I've got,
somewhere in the Bible it says something about that, doesn't it, little fairy?
yeah, at any times you won't know what season it is.
No, I mean when we're hungry.
Oh, I can't think right now. My brain's hot. But anyhow,
Hot brain.
you know,
Or heat brain.
we like getting out here and playing in this dirt and growing stuff. Evie, no. She's trying to get in my potatoes and dig them up.
Eat 'em, get to 'em.
But anyhow, you know, it talks about in the Bible sowing good seeds and stuff, and that's what we're trying to do is sow these good seeds. So when the harvest time comes, we can harvest food. But you know, that's good with plants and stuff, but sometimes all the time, we need to sow good words and good deeds and stuff. Yeah, we need to sow good words out and let God plant them, because we sow them, somebody else waters them, somebody else harvests them.
Well, if that person can do all of it, but
And so, but we need to be a good steward of what God's given us. And He's gave us this little plot right here, and we're going to try to grow some potatoes and peas, and we're going to have a new garden down there where the pigs was at.
We're gonna plant corn and
Corn and watermelons and cantaloupes, all the yummy stuff, and squash and stuff.
yeah, down there in the swamp.
Down there in the swamp. But anyhow, okay, I've got all the leftover rutabagas and roots and grass. And now I'm gonna take this fertilizer and spread it all over it. And then I'll come back and I'll rake it in. And then I'll make my trellises. Oh, just this sporadically, you know. But you know, I grew up doing this because when I was young, my daddy had a big farm.
Whew, he
Oh,
did.
we had what we call a truck farm, and he planted, and then he went, and when harvest time come, we went and we picked them up, dug up potatoes and planted peas and stuff. And we went and sold them, and that's how we made our money. And he had a rule. If we grow it, we eat it. We don't grow it, we don't eat it.
Like the opposite rules. Grow it, eat, like the opposite. Don't, like the opposite.
That's right.
Do and don't.
So we ate lots of potatoes and lots of peas and corn and okra and stuff like that. And it ain't like it is today. You have to cook 2 or 3 meals. Mama cooked breakfast. Whatever she cooked, you ate. And whatever she cooked for lunch, you ate. And you ate leftovers for supper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, planting potatoes reminds me of something. My daddy was an old-timey farmer. And when my sister and my brother-in-law well, he wasn't my brother-in-law then, but when they got together, my brother-in-law went and asked my daddy if he could have my sister's hand in marriage. He says, well, before y'all get married, you gotta plant potatoes. Well, Robert didn't know that planting potatoes was 2 or 3 acres of potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
And his thing was always, you planted potatoes on February the 14th. You had to plant potatoes.
Valentine's Day.
Love Day.
Because that's what the old timers believed in. We're late this year because we got sick and the weather and everything. Just send him over there, big fella.
See?
Right there on the
What's
bucket. Yes, right here on the bucket. And so my brother-in-law and my sister, on the day they got married, they had to go plant about 2 or 3 acres of potatoes.
They don't do it too much anymore.
And so when they got to the wedding, they were so tired because they'd been up all day in the heat planting potatoes. But when me and Chris got married, my daddy made him go around the field, the whole property, which was 22 acres, and he had to kill the grass around the fence line. And after he went and asked permission from my daddy, after he went around and tilled all the grass around the fence, and he asked me, and I said yes. I said, well, before I get married, before I say I do, because he lived in Montgomery on the Air Force Base, I told him he had to go find me a house, get electricity and water on in a good neighborhood before we moved, before I say I did. So he went to Montgomery, went back, and he found a trailer and everything for us. So, you know, that's when you know you got a good man, when they're willing to go out there and work and stuff for you. But anyhow,
What about a good woman?
I'm trying to figure out
The opposite.
what we're going to do when Susan finds a man.
What about,
Because we don't got 22 acres for them to hoe around.
what about,
Okay, little fairy.
Okay,
What are you doing?
well, now
I know I've seen you down off for the job, but I'm working the camera for you.
Okay, you're the camera person. Okay,
Today.
now I'm going to dig a row about 8 inches deep. Trying to get it even, but that's kind of hard.
Look, any of my farm dogs down on the job.
I know, they're all hot.
She found a shade area.
Yes. Okay, so like I said before, we took our potatoes and we cut them off with the little eyes on them.
I hear a nutpecker.
Woodpecker.
Yeah, it didn't come out right.
And then you try to make sure you plant, when you put the eyes down, the potatoes down, you make sure you put the eyes up. And then you cover them up and you pray that God lets them grow.
What, face potatoes?
Yes. But anyhow, see you in a few minutes.
What are you doing now, little fairy?
I'm going to sprinkle a little more fertilizer on there. Not too much, because fertilizer burns if you put too much. And then you just bury them,
Yes.
like I said, about 4 to 6 inches deep. Woo! I'd be glad to get some sweet tea now. Alright. Like I said, we got the 1313 fertilizer in there. Fertilized from last year. And we got rabbit poo in there. And then we're going to put hay on top of it.
What Brian's going to do now?
Brian's going to dump hay over here. And then you just spread it out.
Oh, you feel that, little fairy?
Oh, that's a breeze. Thank you, Lord. Well, y'all, all we like now is just finish putting hay and rabbit poop and mixed into the hay.
You got your farm dog?
Yeah, you know, farm dogs always like getting into videos.
She's a good farm dog.
She is.
What else is she?
She's Susan's lap dog. No, she helps Susan with her seizures and stuff when she has some problems, and she's a motion support dog. And she loves us all. She licks and gives us all loves and kisses.
And she likes your socks.
Yes, she's a sock thief. So, but anyhow, we're going to finish putting hay on the rest of these beds. That'll help keep the moisture in. It's also got rabbit poo in it to help fertilize it. But anyhow, since it's hot out here, we all thirsty, we're going to...
And hungry.
And hungry. Susan's already told me she wanted a cheese omelet today.
With chili.
With chili. All right, you found one. But anyhow, so we're going to close out this video today. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that annoying bell. And remember, y'all, Jesus loves you. And talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.